Let's see if this works. Hey Uthi, hey Freya, hey Ulrich, hey NJ, hey QV, hey Sulzy, Polestar Lover, Resdev, Dave, welcome everyone. Whew, what a rush to set up because I didn't want to miss this big one. Alright, let me finish setting up as we do stuff and things. Kind of watch the Youngming approach. It is indeed an impressive shot to start the stream, isn't it? Let me first continue setting up stuff because yeah, I'm only half set up at this point. Wow, it's windy as hell today. Don't think we'll get the umbrella out with this wind. Alright. Yeah, so what's left is the umbrella. I'm not sure if I should put it up. It's a bit cloudy. Well, we'll see if we do the umbrella. Ziggy, hello. Priorities, Spyro, hello. Giant Ray, hello. Okay, I think I have everybody. Hello. So you can go in here for now. Okay, another big priority is sunscreen first, so give me a minute on that. Don't fancy a sunburn right now. I should change something on the camera. Hang on. Yes, this needs to be back to standard, I think. Well, let's maybe even do active. It's fine. There we go. I think that's going to be better. Hey, Scythe. Okay, we got that arm done. Let's get the next arm done. Also got a, let me zoom out a bit, a little general cargo ship, decent sized general cargo ship coming in as well. Thank you, Uzi. I think this should work. I hope. There it is. The YM Worthiness 365 meter by 51 meter container ship going to Algeciras in Spain. So high in the water. She isn't quite that high in the water, isn't she? You can see her bulb sticking out there. It's interesting because she does appear to be very well filled up. I guess there's a lot of empty containers on her. I can talk about that in a little bit, Sulzy, when there's a bit more people. I'm still doing a few bits and bobs here. The last thing I need to do is mount the phone, and then we should be good to go. There's a pilot ship on her side. Yeah, but that's not for piloting. It's the Portes at Terneuzen, the city we're at, and there's like little boat trips of people going around. So I don't think this is for people around, but I do wonder why they are here, because they seem to be going in and out of the port regularly, this pilot boat. But yeah, it's not on active duty anyways. Hey Case, good afternoon. You collected your first ship already? Nice. Well, I'll talk about it in a bit, as I said. We added a new fun feature to our website for Well, currently it's only Twitch available for Twitch users. What is the pilot boat doing? It's doing like all kinds of silly maneuvers around it. You would almost think that it's gonna do the pilot thing. Interesting. This is a Yangming ship that's also LNG powered. It might have been one of the first ones that I see that's LNG powered. Can't log in on phone. Sulzy, anything you encounter, just write it in the Discord. I should make a dedicated channel for the ship cards. But yeah, it is a test and experimental thing. Moin, Rhea. Hey, Schnark. I still need to set up one more thing. I cannot read the phone that well. We'll do it in a minute here after we have the YM go past us. What a beauty. She's big. She's really big. She's so well stacked as well. It's crazy. Despite her being this high in the water, look how tall all the container stacks are. Maybe her whole belly is empty? Really interesting. Oh, dude, there's a super nice breeze here. It's so enjoyable right now. Oh, I love this. You really think a pilot was gonna switch here? No, the pilot ship is already going back into the port. So there's the port days here at Terneuzen, and there's like all kinds of ships and things and loud music and a market. We were there yesterday. I posted a few pictures in Discord. You could visit one of the ships that is docked there, just a little walk around on the ship. And there is also a pilot ship there. I don't know why it's there. And then there's two other older ships there that do like little sail. Like you can buy a ticket to go on them. And then there's also a rib boat, like one of those rubber boats there, that goes really fast. They can also buy a ticket to go on. Love this little sailboat in front of it. Does look like we're not fully level yet. So let's tweak it a tiny bit. There we go. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But I'll wait until a few more people are in to talk about everything. All things in life we'll talk about. Just kidding. Mostly what has happened in the past week. We have some new stuff that I want to talk about. What will I put you, little arm thingy? This might work, maybe. No, this won't work. I might have to move you a little bit, won't we? Also, I'm sitting down today. It's been forever since I did a sit-down stream, but I brought a little camper chair, so I'm actually comfortably sitting right now. So that's really nice. Oh, sorry, yeah. As I said, I'm still setting up some stuff. So let's get you up here. Well, if you hear those waves, that's the wake of the container ship. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot better. I like this. Sailboats are bouncing. Yeah, they're just hitting the wake of the. Well, I think they've just gone past it actually. All right, I think we're almost done here. Let's see if I mount this in here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be lovely. I like it. That's nice. Okay, cool. So I'm a bit earlier than I expected because I thought it was going to be an absolute nightmare to find a spot to stream from, but it actually went pretty fluently. So I'm happy with that. I do see that there's a lot of clouds coming out. Let me check the rain radar just to be sure. We shouldn't have anything really here, but you never know. internet is very slow here. Okay, I don't see anything on radar, so that's good. Alright, cool. Also, let me check the vessel finder, see what we can expect for the next few hours up. I saw on the pilot schedule that a shit ton, well, sorry for my swearing, a ton of ships is going to be picked up between 12 and 2 p.m. But of course, it's like at least 2 hours until they get into the river, so we'll have to see how many we can catch. Also, how is the stream doing in terms of signal? Because I do feel like this spot has, okay, the signal's fine. A ship ton, yeah, ship ton. Vessel finder. Okay, that's better. Now it's loading. So currently still quiet. Dude, there's a lot of wind. I brought my umbrella because I was like, oh, if it's gonna be warm and a lot of sun, I'm gonna have to put up the umbrella, but there's barely any sun and a lot of wind, so I don't think we'll umbrella it up right now. So looking at the coastline. Just one Borg ship coming in. There's a hopper that's going to Vlissingen. Oh, the Pulpka is coming, so that's one of the Transvenica ships. And then, yeah, as I expected, they're still very far out. All the ones that I'm expecting. There is a 400-meter ship expected as well, but we'll have to see. What are you? The MSC Yoshin is underway. Small container ship. And I guess here's all the big ones. Eames. The Ever Mega. I don't think this one is going to get a pilot yet. I didn't see it on schedule. And then at the other pilot station, it's here. We've got a bulker, but it's a few hours. We'll see what we can see. I'm not going to worry too much about radar. I'm just happy to be out by the river again. Camera, please. Sorry. Thank you for yelling at me. Still also trying to balance it a tiny bit better. Yep. All right. So, where do we start? Yes, on Tuesday this week, I was trying to do a evening stream, and then I ran into this bullshit. So this is our regular spot. Completely fenced off for the next 3 fucking weeks. So I didn't have a spot to stream. Combine that with the fact that we had probably the biggest heat wave in recorded history in terms of like temperatures. There was no way for me to stream over the past few days. It was up to 39 Celsius here. There was no wind at all. I couldn't be by my car. So yeah, they already built the stage. Still more than a week away, but oh, it's exactly a week. No, it's a week from now, I guess, the festival. Anyway, I think it's stupid that the whole parking lot is also blocked off already, but that's just my opinion. So then we had to deal with the heat wave. It was horrible, and today is actually the first day that it's quite enjoyable again. I think it's like 25 degrees-ish. But there's a very nice breeze at the river, so it's very cooling. So I like it. Other than that, of course, we will have a little bit more limited visibility as we cannot be at the corner spot there, so we cannot see the locks. Also, all the inland ships that are going in are a bit further away, so a bit more limited in terms of traffic. But we'll do what we can do, right? Overlay says 26. Yeah, it could be. I think my car said 25 when I arrived, but the overlay is of course through a website. So look, that's one of the little ships that you can get a ticket for and then go on a little trip on it. I know it's a super zoom, but you can see the people with their orange life vests on. They're going back in. Oh, the barge is coming out. So hot as hell in Berlin. Yeah, I feel like the heat has shifted more towards the east now of Europe. But I did see long-term forecasts that there's a potential another heat wave coming, not next week, but a week after that. Like just around when the sail event is gonna happen, the tall ships race in Antwerp, that's when we might have another heat wave, and that might be another problem that we have to deal with, but we'll see. Other than that, something fun that was added, well, actually I wanted to try for the first time on Tuesday, but we couldn't stream. Exclamation mark collect in the Twitch chat. Currently it's only for Twitch users, but yeah. So on our website, oh, big ship is still on the overlay, I'll fix that. So on the website currently you can log in with your Twitch account and you can basically collect ship cards. If you look on the website, I think there's also a menu item called cards, which will show you all the cards, and basically a card is a ship that we've spotted. There's also a little how to play page if you want to start collecting them, compared to Pokemon cards, right? The only time you can capture a ship is when it's on the overlay. When it's on the overlay, it will be on the main page of my website. At the top right, you'll have a little collect button after you've signed in, and then it will be in your collection. So a little extra for the regular viewers. I know some of you will enjoy collecting them. They also have a rarities, their statistics are on the cards, there's a little picture of them on it. If you encounter any bugs, post them in the Discord. It's vibe coded. It's my very first vibe coded project that I didn't check the code myself before releasing it to the public, which is an interesting experiment for me. Other than that, I think that's all the announcements that I had for today right now. I think it's a fun extra for people who regularly watch, and everybody loves collecting stuff, right? Or a lot of people do at least. So the mic is not properly clipped on me. Let me fix that as well. Okay, I think that's gonna be better for the mic. So other than that, it's a bit quiet still for traffic, but oh, this one coming, the Celeste. Everybody loves numbers go out. Exactly. Of course, the whole game is a bit pending on Canada Hands. Interesting. I think other people have already signed in Giant Race, so interesting. How's the weather? Oh, it's super nice out. It's cloudy and there's a lot of wind, this is why. I couldn't even set up the umbrella, there's too much wind, but there's a super nice wind. You should come out here, it's super nice. Not warm at all, well, enjoyable. Hey Mr. Eamon, good afternoon. No ship is, yeah, so it is pending on a moderate, I was talking about. The whole game that we developed is dependent on somebody being around to do the overlay. If I'm alone and there's no mods, I usually only do the bigger ships. But if there's moderators around, they will also do the small ones, like the Celeste just came on the overlay. So now you should be able to capture it on the main page. I do plan on adding like a little ranking thing as well, but that page is still under development. Hey Schnerdo. So we might expand the whole card thing as it grows, if you guys like it. Maybe we could do like a little thing where you can battle each other with the cards that you collected and like statistics and stuff. There's many options and ideas there. Could be a fun thing, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that, damn, it's so quiet now. I really started too early. I should have waited 2 more hours to go live, but I was just happy that I found a spot here to sit. It won't with Firefox. Can you post that in Discord? Yeah, in Discord, Giant Trade, and I can test it and look at it. All good, Tuti, all good. You're still melting? Guys, for all of you, how warm is it where you live? Especially the people in Europe. What's the temperature like for you guys? Because like at my house, it's still warm. It was still way too warm. It was like 28, 29. You collected one? There you go. First one of many. I also had the idea to maybe at random times when I'm not streaming, have a card pop up on the website, and then if somebody is just there by accident, they could grab it maybe. But I don't know about that one. We'll see. All right, temperatures 21. Oh, that sounds good. All right, awesome, Muthi. Outside 37. So you're more eastern than me probably. Inside 25. That's nice. 25. So because of the heat wave, I actually bought a portable AC unit for the first time in my life. I couldn't stand it anymore. But the portable AC could not get the living room below 27 in the heat wave. I don't want to know how bad it would have been without AC. So I'm still happy that we got the AC. 30, then 29 inside tonight, expected 30. What's your location? It's just the country, don't dox yourself. Just what countries are you at? And so let's start over, because it's interesting to me where the heat went. So just to your country and the temperature. That's maybe more interesting. 32 in the man cave, oh no. Put that AC in there. 18C in Ireland, oh, 18 sounds amazing. 25 in the UK. So I assume the UK also got rid of the heat. So yeah, so it is 34 still in the Netherlands, the deep south, Maastricht. Wow, such a difference, like between here and all the way to the east. 30 in Malaysia, then Germany is at 37. So Germany still has the heat. Well, there is a western wind coming, guys. Maybe it's coming all the way to Germany. Austria also 37. Yeah, Malaysia had 30, 31 in West Germany. Germany, Minden 31. Wow. Northern Finland, it's nice and chill, 19 Celsius. Hey Mikey, 36 in the UK. Oh, the big ship was built this year. Cool. 36 outside in Berlin, 40 yesterday. Dude, the weather is absolutely crazy. Oulu in Finland, 20. Still 27 in Amsterdam as well. The north of Germany still has 30. Oh. Hey EG, good afternoon. Yeah, crazy weather, crazy weather, especially for this time of year, right? It's very early for these temperatures. Yeah. Guys, don't start harassing the mods to put ships on the overlay, by the way. That's not what the goal of the game, to put pressure on mods to control the overlay. Oh, you're not sure which one this is? Okay. Yeah, this is the Gerda, the English-speaking people would say. Hey Rogue, good afternoon. Dude, I'm slowly getting chilly with the wind. I didn't bring a hoodie. I'm not prepared. 14 and it's raining. You are at the other side of the globe though. Well, all the way to the south side from where we are, Solzy. You have winter. But honestly, this weather is nice. I like this weather. So if you're just joining, we are at an unusual spot. We will be here for the next 2 weeks, I think. Because if I pan out, there's a festival where we are usually parked. The whole area is fenced off now, so we cannot be there. It's a private area now. Which also means that the visibility is a bit more limited, because we cannot see the locks or what's happening at the locks. It's also interesting. This is the lowest we've ever been, I think, in terms of like height for spotting the ships. Because as I'm also sitting down, this guy's not having it. There's still a lot of people who are like absolutely hate that the whole area is fenced off, as you can see, like for the cyclists as well. It's like, screw this. All right, another small inland one. That one just left the port to our left here. The Connemara. Famous wedding song in Belgium, at least. We had a couple of big thunderstorms over and that nice big hailstones. Ooh, see Discord. I'll check it later. Cool. We also had some thunderstorms, but nothing really close by. A lot in the distance. Lots of flashing though. Lots of lightning strikes. Wow, this one's going all the way to Amsterdam? It's a big trip. I wonder how long it will take for the ship to go all the way to Amsterdam over the rivers. Like a day? There is something wrong with the flag though. I think that's a German flag in the back and the overlay says Dutch. So I guess the source website still has the wrong flag on it. Hey Rich, 20 Celsius in Dorset. Oh, rain forecast. Yeah, so we won't have any rain forecast, but it's very cloudy right now. So I wonder if we'll have some surprise rain popping up. There's a tiny chance of thunderstorms, but I don't think it will be here. It's too cold here for thunderstorms. I also did see a nice rolling shelf cloud yesterday while I was here with the family. How many tokens? No idea. I don't keep count. I have a professional account at this point, so. But for me, it is the first time that I created something and did not read any of the codes before releasing it. So it's 100% vibe coded. But if the flag of the ship is wrong, if that's the case, then it's a Shadow Fleet ship. We just seen a Russian Shadow Fleet. 320 for the next 2 weeks. Oh, you also had heat in Canada, Little Tricks? Was it also a little heat wave there? 39 degrees is just ridiculous. It's just stupid. You go outside and you're like, no, I'm going back inside. I think on the hottest day on Friday, we just laid on the couch all day. We didn't do anything. Oh, no, sorry. We laid on the couch and we went in the pool for 3 times. That's about it. Oh, you had a couple of 30. Yeah, 30, at this point, I think 30 is warm, but not bad. I used to think 30 was bad. Now I know better. Let me start an agent directly. I mean, you can easily write like a little script to check and collect them for you. It's all for fun, the game, right? There's no like... How warm is the pool? I think the warmest I saw it was 37 degrees. And we got like just one little solar mat that the water is going through. That heated it up all the way to 37. It was like going into a bath, basically. We got a little pleasure craft here as well. This is the, let's see if I can read it. Oh, let's go, chat. Let's go. What a good name for a boat. You're all already checking it. You buggers are gonna have to have me write vibe code ways so your bots don't work. Humidity, yeah, humidity is the worst. I agree, Roy. There is the let's go. I mean, it's different than a steam room. I like to sit in a steam room for like 20 minutes or 15 minutes, but having it outdoors with the sun shining on you, it's different. Should be a legendary card. So how the rarity of cards is determined is completely automatic through an algorithm. There's all kinds of factors involved in it, like ship type, the length, how many times we spotted it. So a ship could be legendary now, but if we spot it like too many times, it could become, I don't know what the step below is, rare, I think. Oh, just for the name. Yeah, maybe that's something that we can add as well, like manual overrides for the rarities for certain ships. Could also be a thing. There's many ideas. I will see how much you guys like it and play it or keep playing it. Maybe mega ships. I'm not sure if it will come in the Ever Mega. I didn't see it on the pilot schedule. I did see it on radar just now, so we'll have to see. We should still be here if she comes directly towards Antwerp. I did notice on the pilot schedule that there's a long list of like multiple days of ships that didn't enter. Not sure why, maybe because of weather conditions on the storms that maybe came through, but it's a bit hard to predict based on the schedule at this point what will come in and what will not come in. Dude, I got goosebumps because I'm chilly. I like it. Got 2 tugboats coming back in. This is the VB. What is this one? I've never seen this one before. Is it the VB Ginger? I don't think I've ever seen the VB Ginger. Well, let's see if we can get on the overlay, and then we can do the exclamation mark scene. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. EG beat me to it. Yeah, first time today. First time that we've ever seen this tugboat. Interesting. And then we got another tugboat behind her. Yeah, awesome mega ships. Cool. I should really visit Rotterdam again at some point. I've only been there once for streaming, and I did the cruise ships in the city center. I went to the port, but the weather wasn't good to stream. This is Multitalk 20, this one. I've got all the blacked out, tinted out windows. Tweak a little thing on the setup, so let's just do it like this. I got a minute or two. Do you know France is neighbors to Brazil and Canada? Yeah, I know. Same for the Netherlands, they are also neighbors with South American countries. Wonder where the Ginger is going. Very interesting. I wonder if it's going for like a big job or something on the canal and then dragging something out. Does anyone know where the Ginger is usually stationed at? Wait, I can check actually. Let me check the track of the Ginger. I'm talking about this one right now. It's always interesting to me to see a tugboat that's usually not here. It could mean that it's like on an assignment to pick up something and drag it back to its home position. Where are you? Here. Ginger. Track. Oh, wow. This thing came all the way out from sea. Interesting. What were you doing there? Oh, there's a pipe burying vessel where it came from. Interesting. Okay. Maybe it's actually done dragging something out. Sorry. On Firefox, I need to reload to see the new cards. It should use a WebSocket, so it should work, but just throw it all in there. Give me work tonight. It's fine. As I said, it's fully vibe coded, so it's expected that there will be some bugs in it to start. She was from Terneuzen, interesting. Yeah, because usually I've never seen Ginger. Maybe she's used more on the canal then. Okay, so it's a general issue. Interesting. 'Cause I tested it with Brave, but that's also the Chrome engine. So. Yeah, then there's definitely an issue that has to be fixed there. And away she goes behind the fences. And a bit of a gap in traffic now. I don't see anything. What I have seen is something that's like on the sandbank over there. Now maybe now's a good time to take a look at it. What is it? Wait, where is it? Down. Oh, are those guys fishing there? Yeah, those guys are probably fishing near the sandbank. Got another one behind there as well. Hey, we're at 30 inside. It's super nice out by the river though. Can't complain about the temperature right now. It's like a nice 25, 26-ish. It feels a bit chillier though. Oh, the rib is going out. Hang on. Rib. So with the Portes here in Terneuzen, this is one of the experiences that you can buy a ticket for. It's not free. So it's basically one of these rib boats that goes really fast and bumpy and hurts your back. Imagine if that's your job, to like little joy rides on this boat. Oh, cool. Oh, they're going back in. Is that how short the ride is? No way. Surely there's going to be more, right? Oh, there it is. Nice little turn. And you can see the old boat in the distance there. That's the other. That's the normal boat tour that you can get. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hey, Big Barry. I'm not sure if I said hi. Yeah, we got a new card collecting game on our website. Currently, it only works with a Twitch login, so I'm sorry, YouTube or Kick viewers. If you don't have a Twitch account, you cannot do it yet. I might add YouTube and or Kick in the future. But it's basically every ship that we spot turns into like a little card, like a Pokemon card. And you can collect them on the website. Build your collection of ships, your fleet. So currently, big gap in traffic, waiting on more. I think our next ship. Let's take a look what's parked on the other side as well, real quick. And they have some time. So I think it's probably the Middleburg, the dredge. That thing is always parked over there, I feel like. Hey Shirley, it's been there many times before. And if you're curious about the game, how to play it, by the way, exclamation mark, collect in the chat. I'll do it for you guys, look at that. So that's how you can participate. And if there's bugs, there will be bugs, report them. Oh, it's the Zeeburg, okay. It could be it. And then if we pan a bit to the left, holy moly, that's why Shirley arrived. Why are the alerts not playing? Maybe the alerts are broken. Airliners, thank you for the raid, Shirley, thank you. Probably you. Welcome to the Westerschelde River, where we are ship spotting. We're expecting a lot of traffic in like an hour or two, I think, but currently it's quite tame on the river. But I'm enjoying the nice cool breeze. Not sure how the weather it was in Manchester. Well, I guess it also cooled down there. Well, we had a horrible heat wave, just like in the UK here. So the first ship here is the Schengen. That's another hopper dredger. You're already lurking. Thank you. And then behind it, I think we have some kind of tanker ship. Sorry about the wobbliness. It's again quite windy, actually. Hey, Kirby. Good afternoon. What I can do to make it maybe a little bit more stable, let's put this down. So this would help, maybe. It's super nice. It's the first time that I'm, well, not the first time, one of the few times that I'm sitting whilst, ooh, what are they doing? Hang on. You got some of the rips doing donuts by the looks of it, or are they? There's two of them. If you're just joining, there's a big event, well, an event called the Port Days going on. That's the news, and you can buy like tickets to go on these rib boats or regular slower boat. Do a little boat tour. It rolls. It's like they're racing each other. I think that will be our first big ship that we see as well there in the distance. Other than that, I haven't been streaming much because we had a heat wave the past week. It was horrible. Today is the first day that's nice again. And we are also at a different spot because big festival on the right, apparently. No, don't go too far out of each other. I cannot follow you both then. Oh, I see the Transfinica ship inbound as well. That one will be here in no time. They're always very fast. Very beautiful ships, the Transfinica ones. Where'd the other one go? Wait, what? Oh, that's what I saw. But the pilot boat is going out again. I really wonder if we can take a ride on that one as well, the pilot ship. It also appears to be going in and out every once in a while. It's like a big playground with these little rib boats. They're all over the place. It's the Milo pilots. It's going to Havendagen, Portes, Terneuzen. It's funny. Oh, did you see that rip? It went like through the wake of the pilot boat. It's like creating a wake for it, and then it's going in and out of it. You might want to catch this pilot boat. It's a pretty rare one, or it might turn into a pretty rare one. We don't see pilot boats too often. I should mark a pilot as a rare. Oh, look at that. Bumpy. Yeah, that boat also has quite a bit of power. Look at that spray behind her. And you got like the normal boat tour on the right there, going very slow and tame. It's funny. Pilot boat is like, I'll give you some waves to go through, my dude. Yeah, exactly, Q. Because of the positions that we stream from usually, we will rarely see a pilot ship on the river here. They're at the entrance of the river, or the other bigger ones are out at sea, actually. I also want to do one beam. I did bring ice water, although I'm not that warm right now. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so humid. The bottle is like soaked. Wow, that's crazy. Hang on. Got water management to do. Here we go. The Dolphin 8 doesn't work. Is it one of the ribs? Maybe there's something that crashes everything. I hope the whole thing doesn't crash. It is, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, there they are again. Pilot boat. So for those of you who missed it in the beginning, we had the Young Ming, which apparently was a brand new ship. I think it was Sulzi who typed it in the chat afterwards. This thing is from 2026 or 2025. Anyway, this was our first ship of the day. I was rushing to set up so we could catch it. And we should hopefully get. I'll check a radar again now. Actually, now that we've been streaming for a bit. So we have the MSC Oshin. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Ever Mega is gonna come in yet. I don't think that one is gonna come. What are you? Let's want to see Bruges, Ghent. Pretty quiet actually. I was expecting a lot of traffic to be picked up by the pilots right now, but it appears that there might be some delays. Volker to Vlissingen, another one to Vlissingen. GG. Not great what's coming. Let's check from Antwerp. Lots of small traffic. An LPG tanker. Yeah, it's gonna be a quiet day, I think, on the river. I think the next big one, that's probably gonna be the tanker. Well, let's go to the Transfenica already for a second here. So that one is also on approach. She's still quite far away, but she is underway. Do 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 do. Hey Statler. Good afternoon. Hey Cactus Jack, welcome, welcome. Actually, it would be nice if the sun came through a little bit, because it's getting chilly now. First time I'm chilly in more than a week. So it appears to be, what is the tide doing? Like it's about high tide right now. Tides. Still haven't fixed the tide command. Horrible. It's high tide in 1 hour and 31 minutes. Interesting. Okay. Hey, dude, I think you're hours behind on the live stream, or like an hour behind. Like 39. Is this a new spot? Yeah, thanks, EG. Or quick snaps though, the pictures. Yes, we're in a different spot right next to our regular spot because that one has been claimed by a festival who claimed the whole area for them for the next, well, for 3 weeks in total. So it's another 2 weeks of them blocking off that whole area. So yeah, it is what it is. Is that a pilot ship? I think it is actually. Do 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 do. The same dialogue, okay. No, we're right next to Terneuzen and RKY NJ. So usually we're at Kopje van Canada, but that place is completely locked off for a festival, so we're just left to it on the, if you look on the map, the satellite map. Yeah, I know, Cactus Jack, that's the only downside. You have no lock shots, and also all the ships going into towards the locks are a lot further away where we are sitting here. But yeah, it is what it is. Super nice though, sitting in a little comfy chair. Should do it more often while sitting down. Oh, it's the Lord Lupo that's coming towards us. We've seen that one before. Going to Rouen in France. The Lord Lupo is now 5 years old, no, 4 years old this year. 90 meters long, 15 meters wide. So I think it will be here about the same time that the Transfenica ship is here, so we'll have to see. Oh, got a tugboat coming out as well now. It's Multituck 16. Heading out. Does that mean we got a ship coming towards us? I can't confirm I have automated collections. God damn it, Spyro. I'm gonna have to like give the button a random name or something so you can grab the button by any ID. I think you can always automate it. So. The other side of usual. So where that's where the traffic control building is. I cannot go to that pier. I'm not telling you how. I mean, it's just a game for fun, so I don't really care. I could go further to the right, Kirby, but then I would be standing on like a tiny pier. There's always a lot of foot traffic on that one. I don't really like that for streaming. So I think this is the best spot for now. Until our regular spot becomes available again, at least. Maybe I'll try Walsorden again at some point. But Walsorden, I need to have specific traffic that I know that will pass to go there. Otherwise, it's not worth it. I remember one stream we did at Walsorden where in 2 hours we saw like 4 ships, 4 small ships. It was not worth it. Pretty funny though. After the fly infestation at our regular spot, we have now the festival infestation. I feel like the colors are a bit boring today. Let's see if we can fix that. So I assume we go here, here. No, that's not it. Where is it? I think it's here somewhere. So let's see if we can tweak this. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Shep, where are you? Oh no, that's way too dark. I mean, it is a bit gray outside, so. Where's the other setting that I had? Is it here? Nope. Nope. I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Sorry. Nope. Is it that one? Oh, color tone. That's the one I looked at, yeah. Let's see. No, let's keep it up. VV2, that's fine. Alright, sorry, just messing around a bit with the camera, per usual. It's got a little boat there as well. And then we got a sailboat actually with its sails out. That's cool. Oh my god. I asked for sun, the sun is out, now it's too warm instantly. No, sun, please go away. Nah. There's a meander. I don't think that they need the front sail. They already have a tailwind from where they're coming. Okay, if the sun persists, they're gonna have to try and at least set up the umbrella. Although I'm not sure if it will work with this much wind. It's a pretty interesting Dutch flag. It almost looks like a French flag. So apparently it's sitting under the Dutch flag, but as far as I can tell, that's a pretty French flag on the back there. I think they're hoisting up the front sail slowly. Yeah, they're spinning it. Perhaps a different boat, maybe. I mean, there's not that many sailing vessels here, so if it's on the radar, it's probably it. There you go, front sail. Oh, you got the wrong one. Where's the meander then? Two near each other? I don't see the other one anywhere. Also pretty interesting that this one is also a Dutch flag. Extra card, nice. No, we can't keep it, it's fine. If you were here, you were here. It's that simple. Alright, let's check out the Lord Lupo with the ribs behind her. Lost report, yeah. Sometimes they're like ghost ships, basically. I think they might have to on the river level, but I don't think they always have to. Because we have seen ships that had their transponder turned off. I think on the river it's required for safety reasons, so the big ships can see them. Nice bow wave, very bumpy. She's going into the wind, so that's probably why it's so bumpy. Like the rib just doing little loops there in the back. Now they're doing little donuts and sharp turns right now. Lord Lupo. I feel like the camera is struggling with colors again. Like right now, the hull is a lot greener than the camera shows. Interesting. Look at that Dutch flag. Oh wait, but is she trying to wave the Belgian flag? It's a Belgian. Oh, that's why. Wait, does she have her own flag then? She has no flag of origin. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Distracted for a minute. Trying to be friends with everyone. Yeah, maybe she just got sold or something. Who knows? Alright, you almost have the Transvenica ship coming from behind the pier as well. When she is here, we will pivot to that one. As you can see, she's waving the white and red flag at the top there, which indicates that there is a pilot on board. Now, not a Danish flag pilot on board. It's moving. Maybe they're in an area where there's GPS spoofing. I don't know. Hey mate, good afternoon. Alright, I'm gonna switch to the Transvenica because it is the better looking ship of the two. Oh, that's cool, Mockingbird. You've been at work, Norwegian shipyards building supply vessels. What kind of ships do they build? Is it like general cargo ships, container ships, or supply vessels? Is that like the little boats? Weird logo. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, we're already on the Transvenica. She's coming in fast, as they always do. These are some of the fastest ships on the river. They're extremely maneuverable, they're very versatile. They can also break through ice. They're ice rated for a certain level. This is the Pulpka, which we've definitely seen before. She came from Finland, from Rauma. Why does it say Rauma between brackets? It's a ro-ro cargo ship, so there can be vehicles rolled on, rolled off on her, or they can just load containers on her with a crane. Built in 2008, so 18 years old. Wow. And of course, sitting under the Dutch flag. Best looking ro-ros. These ones look good. The FDS ones, the Seaways ones, I think also look good. Yeah, you can collect this good looking ship on our website now. Maybe I should turn the website or the whole collecting thing into an app, so you can not automate the collection. See, it's like that big beam in front of the bow, so it can break through thinner layers of ice. The Twitch extension, nah. I want it to be. The idea is that I also want to at least add YouTube to it as well for authentication. So we cannot make it a Twitch exclusive. Like the airline. Yes. You can only collect this when it's on the overlay, surely. So even if you're watching the VOD afterwards, you cannot add them. Why not both? Because people have already automated the website. So if I now start making a ranking, it's kind of like unfair. Oh, do we have a stutter? Let me check. Oh, we lost the modem. The frick? What? Hey phone, please. That's a first one. The hotspot was just like, nope. Scan. Sorry, fixing stuff. Alright, back on 2 modems. That was interesting. Good looking ship. The automation off. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but the thing is that when it's a website, there will always be people who are able to automate it. You're wondering, there's a lot of containers on her now. I don't think there's a lot of vehicles actually. It looks like all containers. Also, we don't see that too often. Transfenica containers. Oh, sorry. Come on, camera. And then in the back there, you have the big bridge that will lower to roll them off and off on the ship. Supply vessels. Oh, okay. Oil searching. That's cool. Where's Fenica from? It's a Dutch ship. I don't know if the company is Dutch as well. Transfenica. I think it is actually. But this ship is a fixed line between Antwerp and Finland. I'm gonna have to try and get the umbrella out. It's getting too warm. All right, let's try it. See if it blows away or not. Should do is put up right not on the screen. We'll see how I deal with. Dude, did I bring 4 bottles of water? Oh, I went a bit all out with the water apparently. All right, let me put the camera here. I'm gonna try and set up my sun umbrella because it's getting too warm. Do we think this thing will hold with this wind? Aviator, where's the clamp? Here is the clamp. I'm just worried that it will just blow away with this wind. I might try to extend the legs of the tripod a bit more. See if that helps or not. Dude, if this thing stands, I'm gonna have to make a picture of it and post it in Discord. What a sick setup. All right, the umbrella now. So got a tugboat coming out with barges. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna fly away, I think, but we'll give it a try. Alright, let's see what it does. I do this, and then I guess we have to pivot this a little bit. Backwards, maybe like this. Yes. What a sick setup. Oh, this thing is so gonna fly away at some point. We'll see if it works. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, plan B is to try and put the stake into the ground. Oh, this ground is super hard. No, too much wind for the umbrellas. That sucks. This will work or not. Should bring a hammer for streaming as well now. Dude, this ground is super hard. You think we can use the MacGyvering stuff now? You should really see what I'm doing. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again with something more heavy and more something like a tripod leg. So bear with me. Oh wait, I should just do it like this. This will work. I think this will be better. Oh, that's not what we want. Yep. No, it's not getting into the ground. It's way too hard. Let's stand up. Figure it out. Yeah, I'm putting my full body weight on the pole. It's a little bit in now. Maybe this will work. Hey, there we go. We got this. Yeah, that's gonna work. This is my spot now. I staked it. Maybe they have hammer at the festival. Probably. Most likely they do. If they wouldn't be claiming that whole area, I wouldn't have to do all this crap. Not really. Like, it's pretty obvious what I'm doing here. I'm by the river filming ships, so there's this regularly other people here as well who like making photos of ships. There's not a lot of people who realize that I'm live streaming. A lot of them think I'm just making pictures. But yeah, people do talk to me from time to time. But I don't think that will happen today because the path is a dead-end path. So nobody actually has any reason to walk here. And you gotta like go over a little staircase through an industrial area to get here. So pretty quiet here today. All right, let's see if this works for the umbrella. Whoa, yeah, this is not gonna work. There's too much wind, I think. It's basically folding over now. Let's try it anyway. For shits and giggles. If this umbrella blows away, it's gonna be funny, right? Yeah, this is not happening. It's too much wind. Well, that's the thing with this river. Wind. All right, we tried. Super random mountain biker. There are a few people who also like are pretty upset or don't like that this whole area is gated off, and they just go next to the fence. Nope, the military vehicle has to stay in the bushes today. Still pretty quiet on the river. I'm gonna check radar again in a minute here once I'm done cleaning up my attempt for setting up the umbrella, which was an absolute failure. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's watch the Transfinica a bit in the distance as I say, oh no, wait, we have some sailboats to look at. This is the... No, this is the meander. That's funny. It appeared. And there's another one behind it as well. Here's the other one. Where is it? Wait, did I? Ah, there she is. Let's see what that one is, just because we can. Oh, wait, those are the two that we just had on the overlay earlier. So, what does that mean? The first one was not on radar at all, I assume. Either a size, no. It's, you know, it's the mods doing it, right, May? The overlay. The only thing they need is to see it on the radar, get the number of it. But in terms of like playing the card collection game that we added to the stream now, if I'm solo and there's no moderators, I will only put the big ships on the overlay. Just too much work to type all the numbers for all these small ones in on my phone. After this we have another gap in traffic, and then I think I do see two tanker ships coming from Antwerp. And then let me take another look at the radar. Let's see. There's an oil tanker from Maersk coming from Antwerp. That's interesting. The Henry Maersk. So that means it is a ship that they own and operate, so it should be in a good condition. Then a general cargo ship from the coast, from Antwerp, another general cargo ship, a tanker, so there is a lineup coming from Antwerp in a little bit. And then another general cargo ship, an LPG tanker. Then let's check the coast coming in. Really not a lot of traffic coming in right now. I really wonder why. Because this holy moly. Let's switch back to the app. Who was it? Harry! Thank you for 100 biddies. Thank you for the support, Harry. Alright, let me continue checking. So coming in is a bulk carrier, and then a general cargo ship, and then that's going to be the MSC Oshin, which is a container ship. Then nothing. Yeah, it's crazy. There was like a huge amount of ships that were scheduled, and none of them is coming in. I wonder if it has something to do with the wind or the tides. Because there was even a 400 meter ship scheduled. Sorry. I always forget to film, don't I? Just put it on this angle for a minute. So crazy. Hey Mo. If you're just joining, we do have the Teneus and Portes going on, and they're like doing little sales, like you can buy little trips on those rib boats, and also another more regular ship. They're going straight towards the sailboat. Look at us, we are fast. I was told that there are too few pilots available at the river. Interesting. I don't know if that is... It is a thing that over the past week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, I think, if I look at the pilot schedule, there's always a lot of ships that didn't make it inwards. So they're scheduled for get a pilot and then they don't come in. So maybe it's because of a lack of pilot, I don't know. The duck in the water, you see a duck? Oh, there's a little bird over there. There's also been a bird that's hunting here actually. It's been like hovering here the entire time. Let's see how close we can get. Okay, that's a bit blurry. But he's just hovering there, looking for prey on the ground. And every once in a while you see him dive bomb. Alright, he's off. Could you do this? He's gonna be a pilot, a captain. So you cannot just become a pilot. You have to have years and years and years and years and years and years and years. You have you need to be a very experienced captain before you can even try to become a pilot, I think. And then becoming a captain is also a long process, because at least in Belgium, that's how it is. I looked into it actually. You cannot start out like do a course and then become a captain in one go. First you have to be a deckhand, first go through all the officer ranks. So you gotta like build up hours and experiences and then do additional courses to become a captain. So it's not like you can go to school, graduate and be a captain of a ship. Oh, are they doing a U-turn? Yeah, it does appear to be a falcon by the head, by looking at its head. You have to have a lot of sea days as a deck officer before you can get your master certification. There you go. Now you can enter and say the famous line, "I am the captain now." Arr. Here he is. Steven is making his appearance for today. He's still he's zooming by. He's out of here. And just because you have the master certification doesn't mean someone will hire you as a captain. There you go. Condos knows he's worked in this industry. Alright, so next ship that is gonna come towards us will be this one. I do apologize. I was really hoping for a busy day at the river, but it appears to be a quiet Sunday. It's very unfortunate. The schedule lied to me. But hey, we should be back tomorrow as well. So the plan is to pick up streaming per usual. It will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday this coming week. Even the Strait of Hormuz is busier than this. Yeah. So this is the Marianne, an LPG tanker, 98 meters long, built in 2009. Dude, the bots are going hard on Kick today. My goodness, we've never had this many. Hey Seigla. Seigla. I hope I didn't butcher your nickname. Welcome, welcome. I was looking into some DMs I was receiving. Oh, it's so nice to be chilly though. I love it. You like the smaller cargo vessels? Interesting. I prefer the ultra large ones. But I'm not size shaming. gets the job done. Fun thing about not being busy on the river is that we will not miss any ships because I have to choose which one we put on the stream. The pilot ship coming back out for another loop. I didn't know you could join the pilot ship. I didn't see any signage for that one. That would have been fun to do though. I would love to go on the pilot ship for once. Just wondering, there is the port days are happening at the city next to us. I do feel like every year it's getting smaller and smaller, the event. I remember a few years ago there used to be helicopters flying in and out all day on the pier to like pick up people and do a little loop around the area. They scrapped that because of nature concerns. There used to be a big firework on Saturday evening. They scrapped that because of nature concerns. Dude, she is going alongside actually, almost. Wait, is there something going on that the pilots are getting on and off at this area? That's interesting. Never seen this before. This is a first, guys. They were seeing a pilot. I haven't seen anyone climb on and off yet. They're out of here again. He's waving. I guess it's not a pilot switch. But now you see how these ships dock. Basically, that's what happens out at sea as well. It's cool to see. This is how ships hug. Look at that U-turn. Alright, we'll stay on the Marianne for now. I wonder if it's gonna like visit every ship that comes by. Beautiful moment. Pretty close, the pilot boat. Are they coming all the way here? Are they coming to wave at us? Are you watching the stream, pilot boat? Are you going to pick me up? That would be even better. Are you going to pick me up for a ride? Get over here. We're bringing lunch. I mean, I could use a snack right now. Looks like they're going back into the port area. There are cars that can drive on LPG, yeah, for sure. But I do think it's like a minority of cars. I feel like it used to be more popular, but now with electric vehicles, I think that's a new thing. What you see a lot here in Europe, at least, is with the LPG things. People buy like these massive American trucks, which are personally, I think, unfit to be used on European roads because we just don't have the infrastructure for such big trucks. And because the fuel consumption is so high on those trucks, they put LPG tankers in them and drive on LPG. You see it quite a lot on these American trucks in Europe, LPG. Hey, Hellraisin, Sunday morning coffee. Enjoy your coffee, my dude. Enjoy the pretty quiet day today on the river. Unused cooking oil. Wow. I wonder where that like ranks in terms of like eco-friendliness. If it's like worse than gas or fuel or better, I have no idea. Did it smell when you drove with it? Smelled like a fruitery. It did. Oh my goodness. I think it's gonna rank lower than. They smell like French fries. That's trippy. Modem blip, really? Oh yeah, the connection definitely dropped on. But it's weird, EG. As I get closer to the chemical plant here, the signal gets worse and worse. I only have it when I'm closer to the chemical plant. It's almost like they have some kind of signal jammers on there. It's picking up again though, the signal. Yeah, it's because of the spot that I'm at. Maybe I should try to be even closer to the festival tomorrow, but then I think the fences might be even more in the way, so yeah, it's a bit of a trade-off. Maybe we could try Westerschelde tomorrow. If there's a good ship at a good time, we could do Westerschelde and then fly the drone maybe, if the wind is not too bad. We'll see. Alright, next one coming up. Looks very similar, also orange hull. Although I think this is a normal tanker, not an LPG tanker. Keep my eye out on the modems for a minute here. That's one of the Coral ships. This is the Coral Monactics. I don't think we've had that. Oh, it's another LPG tanker. It's a gas Sunday. This one is going to A Coruña in Spain. First time today indeed. We've spotted other corral ships though. See, the pilot ship is coming back out. Is she gonna also like say hi to the corral? Let's see what she does. I'll zoom out a bit. Okay, she's about to come in frame. That's the pilot ship again. Also, 1 minute. Steven is here. He wants to make a flyby. Pattern is full, Steven. Pattern is full. No flybys. Okay, he's gone. Nice yesterday, base name Corral. Exactly. Hey Toast. Welcome, welcome. Welcome on a quiet afternoon at the river actually. I was expecting more traffic than we've seen so far. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, absolutely, mockingbirds. Even the container ships. 1 in 3 items that you touch in your everyday life has been on a container ship in a container at some point. So that's a big statistic. Like some of my streaming gear that I'm using right now has been on one of these ships. But yeah, next to the container ships you have all the vehicle ships, and then of course all the chemical products that they transport, all the food stuff that they transport. We even get fruit juice tankers here on the river. They bring a juice concentrate from South America to Europe for your juices. There it is. Looks like the pilot's doing another loop around. Why are they gonna say hi to every ship? That's funny. They're actually gonna come alongside or not? No. Not on this one, it looks like. Last day on the job? No, it was here yesterday as well, the pilot boat, and it was also going in and out. I think it has something to do with the portes. I just don't know if it's like they're stealing people around or what they're doing. Oh, I haven't done the hourly sellout moment yet. So we're live for almost 2 hours now. If you're new to the channel, and even though it's not that busy today, but you like the ship spotting stuff we do, don't forget to follow. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and even like the video. It all helps the channel grow, so hopefully we can do more fun stuff in the future. Here we go. That was my hourly sellout moment. Hey Metapepe, good nickname. You know that vessel? You've been on board once? What are the odds? What are the odds? Well, we've had two people who were on a ship while they were coming by and watching the stream, so it has happened. And yeah, for all the people who just joined, we added a new little fun game mechanic to the stream. You can collect ship cards, I will call them. Shh, birdie. Ship cards from the ships that we've spotted on stream. Exclamation mark collect in the Twitch chat if you're interested in that. It will give you a link on how to play the game. Keep in mind it's new, it's the first day we're using it, it's going to be full of bugs, so there's that. There we go. That were all the ads that I had to do for this hour. And then we can go back to chilling. Yeah, there's definitely some glitches when logging in with Twitch on the website. So we'll work on those. Probably test it with a few different browsers. It's an interesting small cargo ship coming towards us as well. Curious to see what that one will be. I don't think there's anything on board, but it's interesting. I think she'll be here in about 20 minutes. I'm getting cold now. This is the very first time in weeks that I have goosebumps and everything. The wind is quite chilly over the water. Who would have thought they were gonna be chilly today? Like back in the house where I live, it's still like close to 30 degrees. I think here with the wind, it feels like 20. No, that's not correct, the weather command. It's definitely not feeling like 27. How much wind does it say there is? 18 kilometers an hour, sustained. This vessel is going to your hometown, empty to load propylene cargo, probably for Germany. Interesting. Where's she going? She's going to Spain. España. But indeed, she is empty right now. As you can see, she's pretty high in the water. So she's on the way to pick up another load. And then just, if I pan a little further, that is the ship that I was looking at. It looks like a heavy load, oh, I bumped into the trapper. Like a heavy load carrier of some sort. We'll see it when it gets closer. Oh, it's one of the Anthony Vedder company ships. Now I see it on her hull there as well. Got her bulb sticking out. Also looks like today the pilot letter is on the left. She's leaning quite a bit actually. Look at that lean. It's cool. If I can recall correctly, there's a Russian-Ukraine crew on board. Some Filipino, I mean, of course, there's always Filipinos on board of these ships. It's an interesting combination, though, these days. Oh, sorry. Got it. There we go. I mean, I'm pretty sure that your everyday Joe doesn't care what country you're from. It's only politics and people in power who care about that shit. Fuck them all. But we don't do politics here, so let's not indulge in that. What's for lunch, Toast? We gotta know. Hey Donette, long time no see. The red painted hill looks the best for you? I think there's more pretty ones than the red ones. It's very typical for tankers to have like these red-orange tints for their hulls though. That's very typical. There's even an all-orange one parked on the other side. You can check it out for a minute. Where is she? She's pretty far out, but you can just see her. So that is an all-orange ship. I'm still not sure what I think of those. We've seen them up close as well. So both the superstructure and the hull, it's all orange. Everything is orange. It's cheaper. You only need to buy one type of paint. We're busy in life, tired. Oh, hope you're doing well, Lynette. Let's see. So we have the corral still heading out. Let's ever do one more sail by. We'll take another. I see an interesting shippy now near the Port Days event. It's one of the multi-ship boats, actually. It's a bit too far away. God damn it! Why can't we not be at a regular spot? Same color ships are horrible. Yeah, I was also not a big fan, honestly. But I'm also not a big fan of the orange ships, to be honest. I think they're so boring, the orange. I do like that container ships have some more like colors in them. Like the CMA, CGM ships are cool. Also Roros can have cool colors on them. Vehicle carriers. Yeah, they're also doing a little... Oh, it's the car lot. Okay, search and rescue. Search and rescue. Did somebody fall off one of the dinghies? The ribs? Dude, those rib guys are like the annoying ones. They're like always making donuts, going close to other ships. Look at that. I mean, I guess it's their job, but... Oh, we also got a... What? You can do a tour on a tugboat? Look at all these people. Look how happy they are. Why weren't we invited? Although that would suck to stream with that many people around you. So apparently you can also do a little tour on a tugboat. Although I assume that's invite only, because I didn't see any signage for that either. The only ones you can like pay or buy a ticket for are the red boats that we just saw, and then some smaller ones. I haven't seen them come out yet. This is Multitug 8 that we're looking at. Go capture it. You're putting the shrimp on the Barbie, mate? Nice. I like shrimp on the Barbie. So our next ship will be the heavy load carrier. Yeah, really quiet today. I hope tomorrow we have a busier schedule. This is a bit tame, in my opinion. Like this. Nice ship. It's different as it has the superstructure in the front. Well, you do see more and more of these types of ships these days. There's even a certain class of container ships which has this this structure. Unfortunately, they do not go to Antwerp, at least not regularly. You'd have to go to Rotterdam to see a huge container ship with this type of build, this form factor. Is the Longion. She's going to T-Sport in the UK. Only 2 years old, built in 2024. And also a Dutch ship. Actually true. There's so many of those now, Uzi. There's a whole family. What also makes me sad is the whole festival site has been blocked off for the weekend. Well, for the next 2 weeks. I haven't seen a single thing happen there today. Why not keep the parking lot open until there's activity to be done there? Anyway, still salty about it, I think. So it looks like we got a tugboat leaving the Braakman port area. Check that one out in a minute. It's pretty funny, Braakman. It's a Dutch word, but if we translate it to English, it's the little port area to our left next to the chemical plant. It's called Braakman. If we translated it, it would be Vomit Man. Vomit Man. I got an alert. Rain is likely to start soon. Let's check the rain radar then. There's absolutely no rain in sight, so we're good. There's no rain in sight, we're good. Not the most accurate app in the world. Also got a big bulk carrier, I think, coming from Antwerp now on the horizon. It's also still a bit out, but it appears to be empty. It's pretty high in the water. There's going to be a bigger ship to look at later. The clouds are getting thicker though. That's something. Check out the tugboat first. Also maybe a little sneak peek of the bigger ship that I see on the horizon. She is over there. It does look like a bulk carrier to me. Could be wrong though. It's Multitug 16. Wait, didn't we see that one earlier today? It's carrying a huge bulk of styrofoam. Maybe that's why the first container ship of the day was super high, but very well stacked. It was just carrying styrofoam in every container. Definitely pretty overcast right now. Interesting window design on this one. Like the newer tugboats have like full big windows. This one have like smaller windows, and then it's like a door in the front, basically. Oh, it's a very old one, built in 1985. Wow, this thing is older than me. My goodness. This thing is 41 years old this year. Cool. Have we seen this one before? My voice going up. Seen. Oh, we have seen it 8 times before. Okay, never mind. I just realized how the bridge of the ship is a lot older in terms of like the window construction compared to the new ones. We saw even earlier today, See, the shit you notice when there's not a lot of traffic. I mean, visibility is a lot more limited compared to the new ones. There's a guy with a motorbike here. How the hell did he get here? Hang on. They're owned by a company. Yes, they are Freya. They're called. The company is called Westerschelde. So you saw the motorcycle go by, right? Where the hell did he come from? Did they just go over the embankment through the grass? They must have. I totally missed that happening. That's funny. You can see the captain. Oh, captain, my captain. I mean, technically we could come here on Friday and do a sunset stream with like loud annoying music in the background. Not even rusty, none of these tugboats, they're very well maintained, the tugboats. I think they're very proud of their tugboats. Both Multra ship and the VB ships, the Beludas, those are the two big tugboat companies on the river. They both are super well maintained. The 1, 2, no. There's many numbers still active on the river. There's already up to 32 gaffle, I believe, in numbering. You can check on the website what the highest number of Multra ship that we've seen so far is. So just type in Multra Tug, and it should show you all the Multra Tugs we've seen on stream. I think the highest number will be 32 or maybe 38, I think. Yeah, some get retired, indeed. Hey dogs, good afternoon. Welcome at the river. Maybe we should do a small recap for all the... Holy moly! Hey! And we BMAA. Thank you for the €6. Well, €5.99. €6 super chat. Thank you for the support. Good afternoon from Krimpen aan de Lek. It's more northern than we are in the Netherlands. Always nice to watch the stream. Thanks. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, I was going to do a little quick recap. So, I haven't streamed that much for the past week. Our last stream was on Monday, I believe. And then I wanted to stream on Tuesday, but then this happened on Tuesday. So that whole festival has claimed our regular ship spotting spot for the next, still 2 more weeks. I think it's until the 10th of July that they have full control of that area, and we cannot go there. Dirk, thank you for the tier 1 sub on Twitch as well. Thank you for the support. So I had an issue, I couldn't stream. Combine that with, we had one of the biggest heat waves in recorded history. It went up to 39 Celsius last Friday, which was absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I basically couldn't go outside, so that's why I haven't been streaming much lately. Luckily the weather has turned and I found a little workaround for now until the festival has yeeted off again. Other than that, other updates was that we added a little fun game mechanism to the stream, especially for the Twitch viewers. If you type in !collect, you can collect ship cards. Every ship that we spot on the stream gets turned into a little card. It has a little rarity to it and stuff like that, and you can collect it the moment that we're watching the ship. It's all done through the website. There's a little page there on how it works. So that's it. Is aircon standard there? No, not at all, Harry. Dude, I was opening the, what was it, Twitter? Over during the heat wave, people are arguing about having an air conditioning. I saw somebody call another, ooh, there's a ship coming out, sorry. I saw somebody on Twitter call a person who wanted an AC or got an AC, called him a Nazi for having an air conditioning. What are we doing, guys? Jesus Christ. That's absolutely ridiculous. I got a mobile air conditioning unit actually days before the heat wave came. And I'm so happy with it. The thing weighs like 35 kilograms because it's like a big monoblock. And I carried it up the staircase one evening because I just wanted to cool the upstairs as well. It was so crazy. So yeah. That being said, I am still considering actually installing a split unit, like a proper air conditioning system for the whole house. But I'll probably get that over winter or something. Oh, I see we're hype training. Nice. But yeah, it's crazy how people on the internet can fight over literally anything. It's absolutely insane. Just let people live their lives, Jesus. Though, I had to get that out of my chest. This is the GT Delphine. She's going to Klaipėda in Lithuania. It's a small general cargo ship. No, it's not a windows. When we have a regular house, so actually I also bought a big piece of styrofoam insulation that they usually use for like insulating walls and stuff. And I put that on the, like, made a hole in it, put that in the window, and that's like the exhaust for the unit. How many Shadow Fleet ships do I spot? We might have spotted one actually, Doubtmaster, but I'm not sure. You have to get some sort of, yeah, I mean, I don't think the heat is going anywhere in the next few years. So if you want to invest in anything, I would say get a nice cooling system for your house. Whether it's AC or I heard that some people use like floor cooling. So they have like a floor heating, which I also have, but they can also do cooling through the floor, which is not something I've ever, yeah, I knew that existed, but must be also something that I look into. We can fit that in the house, or it will be in a multi-split AC unit. Because I do want to have a unit. If I do an air conditioning, I want a unit downstairs and a unit upstairs. Floor cooling is nice. Yeah, I do wonder how well that works. So that might be another thing I consider. That's true, the floor cooling does not dehumidify. But you could get probably a dehumidifier for that. I am so lucky over the years. I put a cavity in all the loft and say, so my house is now officially an oven. Oh, we got another one coming out of the canal. See, this is why this spot is not that nice, because we cannot see them come out of the locks. Right? I'm always surprised when they're coming. This is another general cargo ship. It's one of the Baltic ships. It's the Baltic Fin. The Baltic Fin. I saw the humidity in our house peak at 66, 67, 67, I think. No joke, it was 67. That was the most humid it was in the house. Is this brackish water? What is brackish water? That you cannot drink it? Yeah, I would not drink it. It's the salty a little bit. This goes straight into the sea. When we get duplicate ships, you shouldn't be able to get a ship twice, right, dogs? Hey, Ramon. Good afternoon. I think it's. I'm not sure if it's like fully salty still here, or if it's already mixing. Because yeah, this is a river that ends up in the sea, but I think this is a tidal river, so I'm pretty sure this is all salty water still. But good question. Oh, another one. Jesus Christ. Suddenly it's rush hour. 3 of them at once. It's one of the Wagenborg ships. Another general cargo ship. Another coaster type ship. That one is very empty. Look how tall she is in the water. It's the Ohio Borg. I do like that they call all their ships with Borg in the back. Ohio Borg. That's a good name. As always with the Wagenborg ships, look how well maintained they are. No rust on them, per usual. People on deck there. The Ohio Borg is going to Rostock in Germany. It's a nice color scheme. True, true. I like that they use black paint for the part that goes in the water. Most of them have the orange paint. I wonder what they're doing on the deck there. It almost looks like there's a drone there, but I don't think it's a drone. It's a kind of... Or maybe... Oh, I think they might be transferring the pilot ladder from that side to the other side. Yeah, they're moving the ladder over. Well, that's a big job. I still need to install the pilot ladder so the pilot can get off. Oh yeah! Look at that flag. They have a solid flag. That's trippy. It's a laminar flag actually. You know, like laminar flow for water, so it looks like it's perfectly still. They have a laminar flag. That's funny. Also interesting aft of this ship. Look at that. There's like a little ladder and then a little platform they can stand on. So they can go swimming. Once the ship is loaded and she's fully at her depth, you can easily swim. Definitely haven't seen that aft design yet. Really cool. The aft is the back of the ship, by the way. If you're wondering, what is he talking about? Cool. All right. Then we got the... Oh, it's happening again. The pilots are doing another hugging of the ship. I guess they're just demonstrating how they go alongside ships to the people. Okay, for the new people, let me quickly explain. So all these ships basically have a pilot on board, which is a local that will guide the ship all the way out to sea. They get on and off by these ships, so just like the one you just saw go alongside, that's how they get on and off the ships. I was just demonstrating it because we have the port days going on here in the city next to us. There's like all kinds of little ships going around, and one of them is a pilot boat, apparently demonstrating to people how they maneuver around these ships. So really cool. We got another general cargo ship coming out, by the way, the Gersti. Suddenly it gets very busy. Where this one is going. operators are now panicking. No, we didn't see this one coming. Let me check our radar myself for a minute here, so I can at least, I want to know where it's going, of course. There's the Kersti. Going to Frederiksvark in Denmark. Frederiksvark, what a name. Built in 2006, so she is 20 years old this year. Alright, then the one that we've been staring at for a while now, it's a long ship. What a good name. Also, do we think all their ships are named Long something something? Like this is the Long Eon. That's probably it, right? The Long Eon. Can ships easily change the flag they fly under? No. So basically the flag serves as the country they're registered under. So a country has a register for ships. If you register a ship for a certain country, then you get the flag for that country. Why do they have to? It's an international rule. Basically all the taxes, all the work regulations and all kinds of that shenanigans, all the rules from that country will be applied to the ship. That's why you will often see a lot of ships under certain flags like Liberia, Panama, there's a few others, because those have very lax laws, I would call it. So it's more beneficial for the people who own the ships. Also an interesting thing, we were always talking about the shadow fleet of Russia. They actually play with this flag mechanism. They will hoist for, let's say, I'll take an example of one that was confiscated a few weeks ago now. The ship was sailing under the Mauritian flag, but it was not registered there. So that's how the shadow fleet works. They just hoist the flag, but they're not officially registered for that country. So there's no accountability for that ship. And if that is the case, by the way, and it's in international waters, a country is allowed to enter and confiscate the ship because they are sailing under a false flag, basically. Which is internationally agreed illegal to do. This was a long ship go by. Yeah, so this is is it classified as heavy load carrier, this one? No, it's general cargo ship, but indeed it can have a massive load at the back, Ramon, and then it wouldn't obstruct the views. But it's a design choice. You also have these heavy load carriers where the bridge is in the back, so could be both. Wait, that's a long ship, is it? I want to do another sail by. It's pretty fun. What's the draught metric mean? So basically draught is how deep a ship is in the water. So this one, let's see, this is 6.9 meters deep in the water. So there's another 6.9 meters of her hull that you cannot see below the water surface. If she would be closer, I could zoom in on the markings, but she's too far out. You wouldn't properly see it. Let's try anyway, just because we can. Yeah, it's not going to be readable. Although I don't think that's the marking, actually. Where is her indicator, how deep she is? Is it on the bow? Let's go check. Yeah, it's on the bow there. You can just see that there's a 7 there. So I would say that she's at about max draught, actually. So there must be something heavy in her belly that we are not seeing right now. Because she is very deep. It's finally getting a bit busier on the river. Delano, get out of here. I don't like this design of ships. I don't know. It's different. I like it. Yes, exactly, Kirby. No, so when I looked at the schedule this morning, this afternoon there should have been a ton of big ships coming in and out, but apparently something is maybe not working out for the pilots because there's not a lot of ships coming in right now. So unfortunately it's quite quiet, although now it's busy, but the first 2 hours of the stream was very quiet in my opinion. Now we still have a few more ships coming towards us, but yeah. There was even a 400-meter ultra-large container carrier ship scheduled, but it's nowhere to be seen on radar, so I don't think we'll catch that one today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. So I think it would be nice for tomorrow to maybe get to Westerschelde and fly the drone. But again, as I said it before, for Westerschelde we do need like a specific amount of ships that I know will go by there. Otherwise, we're just staring at the water for hours. So we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. It's long. I like it. That's what she said. Sorry. And then yeah. We also still have the port days going on, so you can buy tickets to go on these little rib boats. You can also buy tickets to go on these boats and have a more relaxed ride around the port. The pie is way a bit too hard on the harbor. Do you have stories, Stucky Farm? Tell me. I was at the port days, or the harbor days. That's actually a better word for it, the harbor days. I was there yesterday for an hour or an hour and a half, I think, and then it got too warm. And then our next big ship. Oh, sorry. Let's stay on the dockyard for a minute. It's an unknown ship. You can see all the orange little life vests because it's mandatory to wear a life vest when sailing on it. No, it's a western wind Ramon, so it's actually chilly right now. Oh, you walk by. Okay. So let's see, what do we have here? Can we read it? Oh, that's what you meant, Ramon. The African wind. I thought you meant like wind coming from the south, from Africa. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. This is the African wind, a bulk carrier by the looks of it. Wait, is it a bulk carrier? No, it's a general cargo ship. Yeah. Built in 2010, so she's 16 years old now. She's going to Brakke in Deutschland or Germany. Sitting under the Portuguese flag, this one. And then right next to her, is that the Maersk ship? That would be a tiny Maersk ship. Let's check on radar if that's the Maersk. Can't even see it actually on radar. What is it? Is it that one? Oh yeah, no, that's the Stolt Sandpiper. Where's the Maersk tanker that I saw? Oh, it's still... Oh, okay, I see it on the horizon now. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the Stolt Sandpiper to the left of her as well. That one is going to Rotterdam. Also, I had a little bit of drizzle. Let's not do the rain thing now, please. Thank you. It's a small boat. It's still 91 meters long though, the small boat. to get the full frontal shot for the African wind. In case you're wondering what are those pillars, those are cranes on the ship itself. That way she can also do ports where there's no crane facilities, but still load and unload cargo by herself. Dude, I'm sad I didn't bring my hoodie, I'm cold. Oh my god. Sun, come back to me. Meanwhile, the ribs are going in between the ships. Oh my god. Yeah, I do think they go a little bit faster out at sea. I don't know, maybe if Candace is still here, what are like the average speeds you're doing out at sea is like 20 to 30 knots, I guess? I mean, I could just open radar and look at ships out at sea. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, 11, oh, 14. I take it all back. I think it's about the same. 14, 9. Well, never mind. I was completely wrong on that. I think they're. I would argue that they're going about the same speed on the river than they're going on out at sea. Well, it does depend on the type of ship though, because some are going a lot faster. We saw a Transfenica ship earlier. That one goes very fast. They're usually at 90% of max speed. Okay, and then max speed is of course different for each type of ship. I think the pilot boat is coming out again. Will it do another docking? Let's see. She'll come in frame in a minute here. There she is. So we've seen her like dock next to a ship twice now. Meanwhile, that rib is just going straight in front of this. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. These rib guys are crazy. No, it's not DoorDash. Oh my god. I think it's actually gonna dock on the green one, but it's gonna do it on the other side for the green one, for the African wind. So we won't see it from this angle. Sounds like a service though. If you could set that up, you have like a boat and you can like DoorDash for all the sailors who go by here and they're hungry. That being said, all these ships have their own chef usually. And the most important job on board, some would say, is the chef. Because good food equals good and equal happy crew. And I have seen some meals so when a pilot goes on board, he's on there for quite a few hours, and they often get like food on there. Those meals look very tasty, actually. An army marches on its stomachs. There we go. It's a nice saying. They're racing to the lock. No. They're racing towards the sea. Oh, they're ducking the Stolt now. Okay. Yeah, I cannot see it. I think they're already done. Yeah, they're going away now. Look like it. Yeah, maybe she docked real briefly. Looks like she's gonna come alongside again now. Yeah, I think she might do the African wind as well now. We might see it happen again. It's pretty cool to see, actually. Yep, she's approaching. So we talked about pilots earlier. This is how they get off a ship. So they climb down the ladder. You see just between the C and the S is a ladder. I think the pilot boat might dock there for a second as well. And then, yeah, the pilot basically climbs up or down this ladder. It's not for the faint-hearted, the pilot job, actually. No, they noped out. Nope, they're going back away now. I think they didn't fully touch. Still cool to see though. Also very empty by the looks of it, the African wind. More time for dessert. No, so the only reason we see the pilot ship dock is because there's harbor days going on here, and I think there's just people on board and they're demonstrating stuff. The actual pilot that is on there will leave the ship at Vlissingen, which is the exit of the river. And then at the exit of a river, another pilot will get on, which is the sea pilot, and they will guide the ship all the way out to sea. And there they will also get off, and then the ship is on its own crew again. So there's two sets of pilots. The river pilot, which guides all the way from and to port, and then the sea pilot, and that's from and to the river entrance. And then on the ultra-large container ships that we see here, the 400-meter ships, there's two pilots on board. For some reason they need to buy two. I guess there's less room for errors and margin for errors on these massive ships. BOCS. No idea what BOCS stands for. Not another company we see regularly on the river. Box. Also take a look at the Stolt. Bremer Overseas Chartering and Shipping. There we go. Thank you, Blauser. Stolt Sandpiper. Good question. I think the human remains are stored in ships because there's a lot of strict rules on all like regulations, environmental stuff. So I'm 99% sure it's stored in the poop deck, yeah, in the poop tank. No, we're pretty sure that it's stored. Because a simple example of how strict regulations are for like ecological reasons. All these ships have ballast tanks, right? That's basically a tank that you can fill up with seawater. If the ship is fully empty and she needs to be deeper in the water to remain stable, they will fill up the ballast tanks. Now imagine if they fill up those ballast tanks here in Antwerp to leave. They have to recycle that water every so often because you cannot just pump water in here in Antwerp, go to Japan, and there unload all the water from the tanks. That would be an environmental/ecological risk. So that's like one of the small examples of strict rules on these ships. Of course, if you stick your butt out over the side of the ship and you poop in the water, I think, yeah, nothing they can do about that. That's how zebra mussels invaded everywhere. The further out the fewer rules, I guess. I wonder if much of it is like locked as well. All right, we got two ships coming to, there's also one coming from out of the port there by the looks of it. We got a big bulker coming, which appears to be empty. Dude, it looks like they're gonna collide, but I'm sure it's an optical illusion. I want to see it on the map how far apart they are. Yeah, they're pretty close though. Should be the track on that. Oh no, they're both coming out. That's from the sea actually. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we still muted? Oh, now it's back? Oh, it's something with the bella box then. Dude, it's time for a live view. Zoc, get back to me. No, it's TT, it's so funny that you're here. It's the first time I've ever had this. This is the first time I've ever had this. It's really funky. Yeah, I would like to switch to a live view so I can do a 2K streaming better. I'm the bringer of technical issues. We are in an irregular spot that we're usually not at, and I think there's some kind of like signal disruption in this area from every once in a while. You support enhanced broadcasting? Awesome. Sign me up. I'll test it for you, but yeah, I still need to talk to somebody for a live view first. Because I'm streaming from this FX30 now, but the Bella box cannot accept the 4K input that it does. So that's unfortunate. All right, I will, dude. Hope you're doing well. All right, sorry chat. Sorry about that interruption. I do see that my connections are all over the place in this area, so kind of sucks a bit, but it is what it is. So 2 ships racing here. We have the Fure Victoria, which is the blue one in the front, an oil tanker, built in 2025, so a brand spanking new oil tanker. That's cool. And then hiding behind her, we had the, where was she? We already had her on the overlay, right? Or not? No, we didn't. Oh, I like the bow design on the Fury. Hang on. I think this one might be ice type rated. This one might be able to go through ice, or thin layers of ice at least. And then indeed we have the Norsk Ikuchi. Both came from an anchor point, so I don't know exactly where they came from, but there they are. It's pretty fun to see them side by side, actually. They're quite close together, but I do think it's still an optical illusion. You know how these zooms like compress image? What are their speeds actually? So the blue one is going around 11 knots and the other one is going around 14 knots. So I guess the Norse is gonna eventually overtake, but it's really cool to see them side by side like this. You don't get it too often. Yeah, it's really cool to see. To come back to an earlier point of the waste disposal at sea, basically anything apart from dangerous chemicals, really, and plastics are allowed to be dumped far enough for land. And does it happen at Kanda? So does the ship has like a hose for like throwing out all the poop and stuff? Oh wow, I didn't know that. I was assumed they had like a septic tank or something. Do you think shipmates wave to? They do actually, TT. So there's pilots on board of these ships, basically a local that will guide them in. So they both have a pilot. They will probably have wave to each other, and they'll be in radio contact with each other as well. It's really cool to see them side by side. It is a whole thing. I'm still waiting on a pilot on one of these big ships to wave at us. One day it will happen. We already had captains on like small ships wave at us, but nothing for the bigger ones. The Norse came from Denmark, and the Fure Victoria came from Rotterdam. Oh, yeah, thank you, Uthi, for looking that up. Cool, cool. Is this a Swedish ship? Yeah, it is under the Swedish flag, the Fure. It's cool. Crazy lifeboat. Do you know that for training you have to do an exercise where you sit in one of these while they're launched? And if you're lucky, they don't topple over, like make a whole loop, like a backflip. But it happens regularly that they make a whole backflip. Somebody explained it like you can compare it to hitting a wall while you're inside of it. It's pretty wild. There's also videos of it on YouTube. Some ships have waste cleaning facilities, but at open sea, grain are just dumped quite freely. Wow, didn't know that. Crazy. Hey, the sun is back, finally. What a shot. Yeah, I like this. They're side by side. It's really cool. All the fuel tankers are Swedish. Okay. Guys, I see we've reached hour 3 of the stream. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, we have a horn. Somebody's honking. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and maybe like the video. We're trying to grow the YouTube. We just passed 2,000 subs on YouTube a while ago. If you're watching on Twitch, you can follow. Also helps the channel grow. Here we go. It's a nice sellout moment. How many people are sitting on? There should be no issue on Saturdays, bro. There's the one. Yeah, got a fun DM. Interesting. I'll fully read it after the stream. What's the location? We're at Terneuzen, which is in the south of the Netherlands, the Westerschelde River. Basically, this river connects the North Sea to the port of Antwerp and the port of Ghent. We're a little bit on a weird spot today because our regular spot has been taken up by a festival for the next 2 weeks still. But just beyond the black fence is another waterway that leads to Ghent and locks as well. Because this is a tidal river, the port of Ghent is not a tidal port. Everything there is, yeah, not tidal. All right, next up, oh, finally some sun. It's nice and warm now. We got a Maersk tanker, which is also rare actually. Maersk usually doesn't have tankers. Well, they do, but most Maersk ships that we see are rusty container ships. So, and also fun fact for this one, it is one that they operated themselves. Dude, we had a heat wave here, TT, the past week. I couldn't stream. We had 39 Celsius. Don't ask me what it is in Kekona units. But basically it was like sitting in the sauna outside, so there was no way I could stream. We still have 31 in Aarhus. We did it earlier. Let's do one more round of it. So if you're in Europe, mostly in Europe, what is your temperature outside right now and what country or region are you in? Don't dox yourself, just general region. And it was very interesting to see that the heat has now shifted towards the east. Like Germany is still very warm, but like the west here is already a lot cooler. And tomorrow it should be even more cool. But then again, I saw that in the beginning of July, like around July 9th, we might get another heat wave coming. 26, Noord-Brabant, so that's just, yeah, it's already cooled down there. 21 in the UK, it's also cooled down there. What is a black flag, Dave? Where would you live, on a pirate ship? 24, it's 28 in Denmark, Copenhagen, 20 in Scotland, 31C for K2. Are you living on the K2 mountain? 20 in California. Oh, it sounds enjoyable. Southern Finland also 20 and rainy. Uthi is in central Netherlands. He still has 28 degrees. Stockholm 27, and then yeah, West Germany, so where lockdown is at 33 Celsius still. Scythe has 38, and I believe you were in Austria, right, Scythe? 26 on the Dutch west coast. It's about the same where I am then, Staller. And there's still 29 in the south of Limburg, which is also in the Netherlands. Y'all in Europe are lucky. Here in Morocco, we're getting fried with 40s, 45 degrees. Oh my God, I cannot imagine Etheria. I really cannot imagine. That's crazy. Also 36 at Nuremberg. So are you guys in Germany also gonna get rid of the heat then this next week, or is it stuck there? I don't know what the forecasts are for the more eastern directions. It's funny how you cannot see the other ship anymore. It's completely blocked by the blue one. No, there she is. Now she's appearing. They're working on it. They turned on the AC. Central India, the highest temperature we had was 46.3 last month. Now it's 31 and rain season has started. Holy crap, dude. I was already complaining like, so on Friday we had 39 here, right? I didn't go outside. I laid on the couch all day. I didn't do anything. It was like my brain didn't even function at that temperature. Like I wanted to do some coding and I sat behind my computer. I was like, no, this is not gonna work. 40 minutes drive from my house. Oh, you'll be in the Mojave Desert. Oh yeah, that is also a scorching place. The forecast is constantly announcing rain soon, and that later gets cancelled. I hope you get a cool wind lockdown. I hope you get a cool wind. I can't write code above 20. Dude, I know, TT, and like I have a portable AC in the house, but it couldn't deal with 39 degrees outside. It was still like 28 inside or something. It's crazy. It was the first time in my life I was like, nah, I cannot write code in this weather. I'm not doing it. AC, yeah, a lot of places like in America, but also in India, like AC is normal there. But for some reason in Europe, we still haven't adopted AC. And like, whenever you build a new house here, AC is not a standard thing that we consider. I still don't understand why, but I'll probably retrofit AC in my house over the next 2 years though, as I don't think that the summers will become any cooler. So AC will be a must. It's interesting because like the new houses here, especially at least where I live, they have such strict like isolation regulation stuff, and they're all built to keep the heat inside. But now the heat is inside and it doesn't go outside anymore, which is horrible in this weather. All right, meanwhile the Maersk tanker is approaching. Let's take a look at her. So a black Maersk ship, very unique. Ooh, she's very, what is happening there? That was a bumpy moment for her. Correct, Ethereal, that one is empty. It's probably gonna load up on something in Antwerp. New neighbor works at airco company, could ask. Oh yeah, you Dutchies have to deal with homeowner associations. Horrible. We don't have that. So this is the Henry Maersk. So fun fact about Maersk ships, you've all probably seen some in the past or on pictures. You know the typical Maersk blue. But they have two types of ships in my opinion. They have the ones that they own themselves, and they have the chartered ones. How can you know the difference? The naming. If Maersk is the second part of the name, it means it's a ship they own and operate. If Maersk is in the first part of the name, it's one of their chartered leased ships that they don't own. And then the ships that they own are always in pristine conditions. They always look nice, well maintained, no rust or anything. And then you look at the leased, the chartered ones. Oh, the pilot boat is alongside again. I just noticed that, sorry. They're rusty as hell, the chartered ones. We've seen many before on the river. We call it the classic poop stain livery because it's full of rust. Yes, so that's, I talked about it earlier as well, right? Floor cooling is one of the other options that I will look at. So I'm not sure that I'm gonna get AC, but it might just be floor cooling. because I do have floor heating. I just don't have a system that can do the cooling. Who would rent the Maersk ship? No, Maersk rents the ships, that's the thing. They rent ships to use. And those are the ships that aren't that well maintained. Pilot has eat it off again. Look at all these people on the tugboat as well, doing a little tour on the harbor days. Rental cars and rental ships get the worst treatment. Why aren't we on a tour? Because I don't want to stand in between those 60 people on a ship cramped together with my camera. Also, I don't know how you get on the tugboats. So I was there at the harbor days yesterday. I could go on the ribs, the little dinghy boats, and I could also go on the little old, I don't even know what types they are, just old boats that are there. But I didn't see any signage for joining the tugboats or the pilot boats, because that I would have considered doing with the fam actually yesterday. Simple reason, Ethereal. The flag a ship is registered under determines the work regulations, the tax regulations, and all that kind of shenanigans. So of course some countries are more lax in like labor regulations than others. And that's why it's all about money. And to make it even funnier, to register your ship under the Liberian flag, you have to go to London in the UK, because that's where the register is. It's not in Liberia, it's in London, UK. And there are two types of register. So some countries have an open register like Liberia, and other countries have they call it a normal register or closed register, where basically you do have to have a company in that country to register your ship under that country. Where's Liberia? Africa, the west coast of Africa. It's a small country, but it has the biggest amount of ships registered to it. Also got a little tanker coming behind the Maersk. The two comes with Iberia. They mean the plane company. Is this one also Liberian flag? What is this one? No, this is a Danish flag, yeah. As it's one that they own themselves, so yeah. Registered in Denmark. Malta, Nassau, and Panama. Another very popular one for cruise ships is the Bahamas. And from what I've read, basically, if you register your ship under the Bahamas flag, the captain is legally allowed to officiate marriages on their ship. So they can basically upsell getting married on a cruise ship because of their flag, and it's an official marriage then. Oh, you mean the Iberian Peninsula? Yeah. I'm still waiting on the 4,000 euro donation, by the way, so we can go on a cruise together, chat. Toast. Throwing in the link. We got on. No, Suzanne, I will take the wife on the cruise. I'm sorry, Trevor. Rumor has it Trevor is still at my house, though. He won't leave. He's there in hiding until August. Sounds windy. Yeah, it's quite windy today, but it's nice. The wind cools down things nicely. Without a wind, it would be very warm again. It's the wind actually cooling everything down. Both. Wait, then I need 6,000 euros. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's take a look up close at the Maersk tanker. Not something you see every day, a Maersk tanker ship. Did you guys know that Maersk also has airplanes? Maybe you know, maybe you didn't know, but Maersk also has airplanes for transporting cargo. Does it count as a child? No. So you can see that the ship has a red flag on top. That indicates that she is carrying a dangerous cargo. The red flag. They also have a delivery service, really, in Denmark maybe, or... I do know their planes also, their home base is in Denmark. I believe it's at Billund that most of them are. Their planes near Legoland. She does have the classic Maersk logo on the chimney. A little bit of that Maersk blue there. Nope, they also have planes. A lot of people don't know that actually. Hey, Yap, thank you, welcome. Indeed, Legoland has their own airport, but I think that's also the home base for, Maersk cargo planes, Billund. Lidl has their own container ships? Really? Now that I didn't know, Toby Turbo. That's new to me. That's bold and expensive. Are the charter planes also dodgy? Good question. No, they look. It's airplanes. It's much more regulated. Okay, interesting. All right, we got another little tanker here. The Otello. I know CMA CGM has planes. I know MSC. I never heard of Evergreen having planes, mega ships. That's something that I didn't know. So the Otello is going to Le Havre in France. Built in 2014, so 12 years old this one. One of the Gaffocam company. Let's take a look at her up close as she goes by. Meta Pepe, I just talked about that earlier. Exactly. That's how you can distinct them, the naming scheme or the naming format. And then, oh, sorry, another tanker. Lots of small tankers now. Well, after this, I think we might have another big gap. Oh, there's one container ship coming. We'll definitely wait for that one. This is the Gulf Stream. It's fine, it's fine. It's one of the fun facts that I like telling people a lot. The Golfstream. Oh no, Golfstraum. Golfstraum. I feel like we've seen this one before. 129 meters long. Norwegian flag going to Rotterdam as well. Oh, and then we gotta zoom out. We gotta zoom out. Oh, look at a bulb. Look at that bulb. Oh, it was the first time. Okay. Maybe it was another Straum that we saw. Look at a bulb. The Arklow Moor also completely empty by the looks of it. Look at that. The Arklow Moor is going to Rouen in France. Nice green color on these Arklow ships. Is it a which flag? Ireland? Yeah, Ireland flag. So of course it's a green ship. And as I always say, this is quite tall in the water, this ship, but the camera never translates the real scale of these things. Like there's a person there's a person there. It's like he's tiny. Okay, he's going inside. Never mind. No, Africa was the first with planes. Look at that. Today I learned. Strange bulb. No, there's no sonar. This is typical for these ships, that these bulbs are built for a better fluid dynamics around the ship. Of course, when she's this high in the water, it's not efficient, but a lot of these ships have the bulbs actually. It's called a bulbous bow, to be exact. Useless fact, the VW Golf is named after Gulfstream winds, along with Jetta and Sirocco. Look at that. The biggest ship I spotted here, the biggest container ship in the world. So there's 6 of them. There's 6 sister ships. They have a capacity of 24,300 and something containers. They're 400 meters long, 62 meters wide. We spotted 4 out of the 6. So that will be in raw size and capacity the biggest one we've seen. And it's also about as big as they get in pure sizing. There's barely any ships longer than 400 meters for the simple reason that they cannot enter any ports if they would be bigger, or lock systems. For example, like the Panama Canal, there's a max on how big a ship can be to go through it. Bulbous bow. I like to call it a bulge. I don't know why. I just adopted bulge. I like how you can see the water like go over it a little bit. Something cool to seeing it happen. And actually we were expecting a 400 meter ship today, but unfortunately it didn't come in. I didn't even see it on radar, so I'm not sure if it's delayed or if it's parked, or nowhere to be seen, the 400 meter ship for today. All right. So let's check radar for a minute here, see what else we can expect for the remainder of the stream. So there's a, holy moly, there's a lot of stuff coming. No, they're not coming. So the Yoshina's coming. That's not coming here. What are you? Also not coming here. Nothing too crazy. There's a big cruise ship that left Zeebrugge just now. Okay, nothing really tall coming in at the moment. Yeah, not at all. So there's, oh sorry, I forgot to film. Sorry. Oh, we do have a Fin Line ship coming. Oh, they look so good as well. I want to wait it out though, that's the question. We'll see where the Fin Lines is. Yeah, okay. I was just checking what else we no idea, Ethereal. I don't do politics, my dude. Sorry, stretching. Yeah. So next up, finally a container ship. It's been a while. We started the stream though with a 360 meter container ship. So if you want to see that one, you can go to the start of the stream. Hey, Flash Duck, welcome. So I might wrap things up for today after this one, as there will be another massive gap in traffic. We already have been here for 3.5 hours now. So yeah, I think I'll wrap things up here. Next stream will be tomorrow, by the way. So don't forget to follow or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Of course, you can also subscribe on Twitch, but then it costs you money. Follow is free. Subscribing on YouTube is free. No, I'm not leaving yet. I'm gonna wait this one out. I want to see the container ship before we wrap up things. I don't know, mega ships. I'm sure they do it for a good reason. No, I'm not ending. Stop it. We still have this one to look at. I was just saying that the next stream will be tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna stand up for a minute. Let's also clean the lens for a second here. I feel like it's a bit grimy. All right, where is she? There she is. A Falmouth and coral has one of the deepest docks in the world. I know. I mean, we can get the biggest container ships in the world here, so I assume it's deep enough. If the container falls off and floats over to you, do you get to keep it? Good question. I don't know. Maybe it depends on which country it washes up to. It's funny, in the, was it the 80s? I think in the 80s or the 70s. I think in the 80s. Or even the 90s, I don't know. Anyway, and then at the North Sea, a container full of Lego bricks fell off a ship. And up until this day, you can still go out to a certain coastline in England and find Legos on the beach that are washing up there. Like decades later, it's crazy. I guess you get to keep the Legos if you find them. They won't be in good condition though. Salvage laws say finders keepers. Interesting. Have I ever spotted an icebreaker here? No. Like a pure icebreaker? No. There's no point in an icebreaker coming here. The river never freezes over, so. Oopsie doodle. Hello. More people on the river, out for a stroll. With the little orange vests. Like right now, I'm pretty sure we won't see a container fall off a ship here ever. There's zero waves to throw it off. You know, we also had another tugboat come out, the VB Ruby. So we're not at our regular spot. Usually we are posted over there, actually on top of the embankment here, because then we have a much better overview of the locks as well on around the corner. But there's a festival there. But there's always like one or two other ship spotters there, so yeah. I would argue that this is one of the better places in the world to do ship spotting at. The other ones would be Rotterdam, Hamburg is good, or the Elbe River would also be good, I think. See, that's in the Netherlands. If something washes up, the mayor decides. See, that's what I already thought. Like it depends on which country it washes up on. Cuxhaven, yeah, that's where they enter the river, right? And also the Kiel Canal, true. Forgot about that one. I'm not sure about other spots in the world where it would be good for ship spotting. What I like about this spot is that they're not in a port, they're basically cruising by. That's what I like. How many containers do you own, QV? With the full frontal shot there. I like the reflection in her bow. That's really cool. Good rotation there. So this is the GPO Pisces, 264 meters long, 32 meters wide. She can carry 4,132 containers. That's 20-foot containers, that measurement. She's 21 years old this year. Liberia flag, has a lot of ships. She is currently doing a short little hop to Rotterdam. Here we go. And this will also be our closing ship for today's stream. So once she has gone past, we'll wrap things up for today. As I said, we will be back tomorrow as well. I just don't know when. It will depend on the traffic as always and the weather. I would like to do another sunset stream, so maybe we can come here in the evening. That might be nice actually, if there's not too much clouds. It's a rare one. Is it classified as rare? Nice. I feel like the algorithm for determining if a card is rare or not rare still needs some tweaking, but we'll work on it. You already collected 22 ships? Nice. So I'll work on fixing some of the bugs, and then also I might try to already add the ranking system, so you guys can see who has the most ships collected and rarities. In case you're wondering what we were just talking about, I added a little game mechanic, I'll call it, on the website called ship cards. You can basically collect cards from the ships that we've spotted on stream. But you can only collect them while we're streaming. And you need a Twitch account for now to participate. But it's on the website that we have. Or !collect in the Twitch chat. If you're interested, that will also tell you how to play. Morocco's Tangier and Spain's Aliricas. So nice ships, they have elevated views. The thing is, you want to be close to ships spot them, right? If you're too far away or elevated, then you already collected 35. Wow, nice. No, I think Strait of Hormuz would be dog shit for ship spotting. And not because there's no traffic now or less traffic now, simply the ships are in the middle of the sea there. They're just far away from the shoreline. Oh, the ship honked at us. Maybe they're watching the stream. This is the only rare one. Well, it was a kind of tame day on the river, honestly, to like big ships. But as I said, I think everything still needs tweaking. It's the first time ever that we launched this. It's just a fun little extra that I wanted to try. You're watching the stream, my dude? Is that why you're honking at us? You got honked at twice now. I'm not sure if you heard it. There may be somebody waving. No, just checking. If you're watching the stream, dude, it's 2 short honks. Oh, wait, what? Are you watching the stream? If you're watching the stream, just come outside and wave at us. Jesus, I have to honk. That would be crazy. Or just type in the chat, even better. One day it will happen. We will have somebody that's big, there's on a big ship looking at the stream and then waving at us. One day it will happen. Yeah, they're probably honking at the Harbor Fest. I'm pretty sure, in Harbor Days. Let's make sure nobody is there waving at us. Nope, nobody. All right. Oh, she has a nice little hum to her. I like this. It used to be a Maersk ship, the Maersk Duncan. There's a big agriculture, the harvester combine, right? On the deck there as well. That's funny. All right, as this one is going by, we are about to wrap up things here for today. As I said, we will be, let's press the button. I will be back tomorrow, more ship spotting. I don't know if it's gonna be morning, afternoon, or evening. So just make sure you have alerts on, or join the Discord. You also get a go live alert there. If you haven't followed yet and you like the ship spotting, don't forget to follow for the Twitch viewers or the Kick viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe. It's all free, helps the channel grow. And yeah, thank you all for being here and thank you for the support. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.